Hello, my name is Azure Robinson. I'm one of the team members at WikiTree. Today, on our 30-day countdown to the WikiTree Symposium, we're chatting with symposium speaker Kathryn Lake Hogan. The WikiTree Symposium is a free 3-day genealogy conference running from November 1st through 3rd.
Registration is now open.
It isn't required to attend, but it does enter you for a chance to win door prizes. Welcome, Kathryn. I'm so excited you'll be presenting again this year at the symposium. Can you share a little bit about where you're from, where you work, and what your current focus is?
Okay, hi everybody. I am located in Windsor, Ontario, which is just across the border from Detroit, Michigan. So I'm in Canada, and I work from home. So this is it. This is the workspace right here with my red wall behind me. Now, my whole office is not red, but just one wall, because red's my favorite color. And my focus in family history is on Canada, particularly the province of Ontario.
So how did you originally hear about WikiTree?
Oh, gosh. Well, I say that because can you believe this, Azure? I have been a WikiTree member since 2010.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Yeah. And I think it must have been, I'm thinking back now, it must have been through Thomas McKenty, I think is how I got into WikiTree. And way back then, we could upload our gigantic GEDCOM files. So I'm one of those guilty parties that uploaded my massively huge GEDCOM file. And so, yeah, today we're still dealing with those, those profiles that are incomplete, no sources, just a name. But, it makes it fun for all of the games and like the source-a-thons and the connect-a-thons. I'm providing fodder for that, so people have something to do.
Yeah, and the Jenny challenges. That's great. So what will you be presenting this year?
So I'm doing 2 sessions this year. The first one is going to be pre-recorded, and it is called What Happened to Me and Old Mr. Simons. And it was interesting to me because it was actually a collateral line. So Mr. Simons is on a collateral line, and it was when I came across his death registration and the way he died that really caught my eye. And as I delved more into his story, it was really interesting what happened to him, all the people that are involved in his story. And so this is almost like it's a case study. It's a case study about him, about the people that are involved in the study, the people that are involved in his death, and a little bit about how it's necessary for us to research everybody that's involved in a situation like that, not just our own ancestors, but the people he was living with, the people in the community, and how they might be related to us and what part they played in this guy's life, this John Simons, his life. So that's what that's about.
That's great. And that's 10 o'clock on Saturday, November 2nd, and that's Eastern time. And then the second talk that you have is on November 3rd on Sunday, and that's at 1:30 Eastern.
Yeah, so this one, I thought, what a fun title. So your ancestor was Canadian, eh?
I loved it when I saw it.
We don't always say A all the time, but it's a catchy title.
Yeah.
And what I've discovered, over my 20 plus years, almost 25 years of family history research and interacting with other family historians is when they discover there is a Canadian in the family tree, they get a little stumped. They're not really sure where they should be researching, where the records are. And so this is like an introductory session to researching family history in Canada, where to get started, where to find the best records and resources. We're going to talk about census records. We're going to touch on the provincial archives, a little bit about the historical newspapers, and most of what I'll be sharing with the audience is free resources, just to help you get started with your Canadian ancestry.
That is great. I loved both the talk titles when I saw them. I was really intrigued. That was really great. So thank you so much for chatting with me, Kathryn. To learn more about this year's symposium, follow the link to the symposium help page in the description below. Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.